Hello and welcome to the second video of Battling Bipolar. This video is on how to take the fear out of sleep paralysis and night terrors. Now, if anyone has experienced either night terrors or sleep paralysis, they'll know it is absolutely terrifying, hence the name night terrors. But this actually wasn't intended to be my second video, but a friend approached me recently and she said, "Oh, you're never going to believe what happened to me. I'm going to sound insane when I tell you this, but I was asleep at night and I couldn't move and I couldn't breathe and I saw a big shadowy figure and she was just absolutely terrified, thinking that she was going insane, that something was wrong with her. And when I was younger I suffered from night terrors and I grew out of those, but I'm now suffering from sleep paralysis since I've been about 13. I was able to talk to her calmly and very scientifically and take a bit of the fear out of it. So I hope I can do the same for you. Both sleep paralysis and night terrors fall under the phenomenon of parasomnia, which is a disorder characterised by abnormal or unusual behaviour of the nervous system during sleep. Basically, in the case of night terrors, you're filled with great fear when you wake up suddenly. And the difference between night terrors and sleep paralysis is night terrors, I'll talk about first. Night terrors, you get the intense fear and dread and you wake up suddenly, but you're still in a dream state and you act out your nightmares. And typically with night terrors, you grow out of them when you get to a certain age. You have them when you're young. With night terrors, you don't tend to typically remember them. You remember feeling a sense of horror. People around you in the house will hear you screaming and they won't be able to comfort you because you're not fully awake. In the terms of sleep paralysis, it's a phenomenon of which the person either falling asleep or awakening temporarily experiences the inability to move, speak, or react. It's a transitional state between wakefulness and sleep, and it's characterised by muscle weakness. It can be eased, and you can remember everything that goes on, and you're half conscious. So, technically speaking, that's the two differences. Now, taking the fear out of them, how do you do that? Well, like I said, my friend came to me, and what made it all the more difficult for her was she hadn't heard about the scientific terms. She didn't know that anyone else experienced it, and she was also deeply religious, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're deeply religious and you can't move and you can't breathe and you can't speak and you feel a big presence coming towards you, which is basically a hallucination brought on by your dreaming, your brain is waking up, but your body is still locked in paralysis to keep you safe from acting out your dream. You feel an intense pressure on your chest and you can't breathe or speak. It's very confusing, but basically your body is locked in sleep paralysis to stop you from acting out your dreams, but your brain is still processing your dreams. But there's a part of your brain that is conscious. So, and the more you get intense fear, the more that'll come into play in your nightmare that you're having, and you'll actually see that as a projection. I hope I'm making any sense here, but basically there are simple things you can do in the case of sleep paralysis to come out of it. It seems that you can't move a single bone in your muscle. You're trying to move, you're trying to scream, you're trying to get help, get me out of this. The very simple thing you can try and do is, in the words of Kill Bill, wiggle your big toe. It sounds very simple and it sounds cheesy and corny, but when your body's in complete lockdown, it is far easier to focus on wiggling a big toe than it is to try and move your entire body. It also sends a signal to your brain that wakes you up because you're thinking you're doing a processing task. Also know that you're not under demonic exorcism of Emily Rose possession. You're just seeing your dream outside of your dream, if that makes sense. So, wiggle your big toe. Look at it scientifically. Your brain is in REM sleep and you're still in a dreaming state. You're not fully awake and your body is still locked down to keep you from acting out your dream. I hope this video has helped take the fear and the mysteriousness out of night terrors and sleep paralysis, and better helps you to understand and the next time that you get stuck in sleep paralysis, just follow your big toe.
Catch me as I fall.